let's get going about this thing called arguments. Arguments are cool and arguments sometimes are not cool. I mean, like, it depends on in which text are we doing the coming and going, the arguing, right? About something, right? I mean, like, some people just want to trigger you into an argument so they win, right? And some people just explore their ideas in a healthy way through argument, guys, where like they ain't no rah, 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 rah. You know, no loud, no shouting, nothing like that, guys, right? Yeah, but some people just want to engage in arguments and prove that they are right every time, which is why it's fun for them to always be wanting to refute if somebody is in the wrong, or they are like, I don't know, however they want to think and however they want to prove if somebody is wrong, or yeah. So yeah, they'll start an argument, and some of the people who will be starting this argument, they don't want you to be right. So in a way, they are negative in everything they do. Even whenever you want to try and tell them like, yo, think positive about things, don't have to be negative about things and all that and whatnot. Yeah, but they want to prove, what if something goes wrong? Yeah, there's a whole lot of things that goes wrong in life. I mean, we can't always be expecting everything to be in a flow of winning, guys, right? Like, yeah, sometimes we gotta win some, sometimes, yeah, we definitely gotta lose some, right? And some people, like, even when they are wrong, they always want to be winning arguments, guys. And they will bait you in argument, knowing that, yeah, they are plotting and planning against you. A lot of people will be plotting and planning, and yeah, wanting to be seen as this person who's got great ideas, this person who is always right, this person, yeah, is a leader, where sometimes we can be great, all of us, and yeah, we can win, all of us, and yeah, sometimes, yeah, losing, yeah, it's important for us to lose sometimes, for us to be able to rectify what we thought we was right about. Sometimes our ego can put us in that situation where we feel like, yeah, we're always winning and winning and winning and winning, but there's nothing wrong with losing, guys, right? Sometimes we argue with our bosses, sometimes we argue with co-workers, family members, partners, and all that, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be this argument thing that burns the bridge between two people. If it's a healthy argument, like, yeah, the relationship's still gonna go on nicely, respecting each other, and yeah, not really having to have this bad emotions against each other, like one won an argument and one lost an argument. It's really not about winning or losing. It's about like exploring perspectives, right? Because what I know is that two heads are better than one, and yeah, it's always wise and yeah, cool. Well, to me, to always have someone to show me their point of view, and like, yeah, maybe if we combine the 2 points of view, something good can come out of that, right? Yeah, but some people don't see it like that. Some people want to win. Some people want to be in the light of them being a leader, of them ruling people, of them, yeah, always wanting to be seen as a person with good ideas, a person with good leadership skills, a person with, yeah, a good front to everybody. When they know they've got the workers' ideas, either when they know they are stealing ideas from other people, and when they know that they are not original, guys, you know? I mean, like, being original is super cool. You get to be yourself, and you get to meet with other people who are themselves, and like, yeah, there's diversity of different kind of characters and personalities where we get to talk and explore and be adventurous and talk some more and talk and talk and talk, right? But some people don't want to be in that position where people are different and we should accept ourselves as all that we are different. They just want to rule, guys. People want to rule others. People want to rule even when there is no need for one to be ruled. They want to be in authority and they can't really let go of that control urge of controlling other people and putting them in their place and refuting that they are liars and all of that and whatnot, where it's always arguing in this low vibing way, guys. And sometimes that is dangerous because someone can bait you in an argument, just comes to you and tell you all these negative things you don't want to hear. And when you stand up for yourself, they can press charges against you that you stood up for yourself. You see, people don't want others to be standing up for themselves because it puts them in a way of they are not in charge. They don't got authority in their hands, guys. They are not authoritarian, guys. Where sometimes if you let go of control, you can see yourself as this person who's a normal person, who is in charge, who's really a leader, guys. Because some people just want to come in your life and tell you what you should do with your life and what you should not do with your life. They should tell you that, hey, you should fall in love whenever I want to. You should dress how I want you to. You should say stuff how I need you to. And do stuff according to them, really. Where that's really, really not cool. Everybody's got their own willpower where they can do whatever they want, however they want, without having to be forced to do things however somebody else's want. Willpower is all that we got in our lives, guys. So if you go against your willpower, if you go against yourself, it means that you become a puppet for somebody else. It just simply means that you are getting somebody all the permission to control you. We see this with families, we see this with friendships, we see this with lovers, guys. And they want you to do what they want them to do with their lives. Instead, they want to correct their mistakes through you, living vicariously through you, guys. Which is really, really impossible for one to do because everybody's got their own lives. Everybody has got to do what they want with their lives as long as it's right. Even when they do mistakes, they are allowed to, because without having to do mistakes, we can't make anything. You see, so we'll see a whole lot of people having a lot of friends out there, and their friends will tell you yo, this is what I think of your relationship, and they take it personal, right? And they give them more tips. I think you should cheat on your person if you want them to treat you better and all that and whatnot. And they go ahead and they cheat on their somebody, right? After cheating on them, the relationship crumbles and it breaks and all of that. Same way as family members, right? Family members want to be in charge of other people's lives, especially when you are a younger sibling. They want to be in charge of your life. And as soon as you see that, I am with dictators here who wants to dictate my life in the direction that I don't want to go to and through, and you pull yourself back, they have a problem with you. They think that you have lost control. They think that you don't want to listen to the rules and be part of the family. See, so these kind of people, even when you are in this kind of a relationship and you don't want to be cheated on because that's what you guys' contract was not based on cheating, and you pull yourself back, it becomes a problem, guys. I mean, like having to be in a relationship where like there's always cheating and there's always some people getting involved in your relationship. It just simply means that is not your relationship. Somebody has given their willpower to other people, so they interfere in our relationship, guys. And where there is interferences in a relationship, it's not a relationship anymore. It's just you become this person who is there now. And yeah, you get to be controlled, and if you speak for yourself, you are wrong, and that is not cool. You leave the relationship, and somehow, some way now, you have scammers in your account. People are trying to scam your emails. People are trying to do all these things to you because you have left them in their relationships, right? Yeah, they're trying to do all these things to make you a criminal now. They scam you guys. A whole lot of people get scammed by their loved ones, because yeah, they feel they are out of control. Now they want to put them in control, put them behind bars, put them in an outhouse, or take them 6 feet under, guys. They move them to the cemetery, where that is really not cool. I mean, everybody has a right to leave, and if you're not okay with somebody else leaving, it just simply means there's something wrong with you. Some other people goes to the extent of really scamming you. They get your ID and they open up accounts with your ID. They get to open up social medias with your profile pictures. They put a profile picture as you, even though it's not you. Yeah, they get to be scammers, guys, in your life. Well, personally, I think that is really not cool. If somebody is left behind, they are left behind for a reason, guys. And they should just accept it. There is no way that somebody can allow themselves to be in a third party relationship without them even knowing, guys. They get you to have a whole lot of enemies in your life where you don't even know these other people that are becoming your new enemies now in your life, because somebody is being out there blabbing and talking foolery and fuckery about your name to the people who you don't even know of, and sooner or later a whole lot of people don't like you because they think that you are better, because they think that, oh, she doesn't want to be in third parties and all that, so yeah, we're going to treat them bad and all that and do voodoo on them. A whole lot of people are into occults now, guys. They think that doing witchcraft can get them anything they want and anyone they want. You see, a whole lot of people now get engaged into SEX ritual groups where if they want to witch you, if they want you to be part of their trio, their cheating crew, yeah, they do witchcraft on you because you don't want to be part of the sisterly group or the sister wife groups, guys, where that is really, really not cool. Why would one want to be a part of the sister group, guys? The sister wife group? No ways. No ways, guys. We cannot be part of the groups that we don't want to be in, guys, because it's really up to you if you want to be a sister wife or whatever. But it's done right if some people knows that, oh, I'm going to introduce you to my wife and we're going to present you as the other wife. It should all be in agreement. With other cultures, yeah, they don't even hide it. But if you're not part of that culture, why should you be affiliated with people who want to be in the sister wife groups and all that? I mean, these kind of people, yeah, they get themselves into these kind of rituals where at the end of the day, at the end of it all, they get sick with an incurable disease, guys. Somebody who be fully blown with AIDS, guys. And yeah, you see them having pimples over their body. Their skin starts to react and all that in a way that, yeah, you can see that this person now, yeah, is getting ready to move to the cemetery. I mean, like, why is it not simple for a person to accept when things didn't work out? Whether it's family, whether it's friendship or relationship. I mean, it's easy to accept and move on, right? Like, yeah, there's so many people out there in the world that you can always go out with because you are in your truth, because you don't want to force things with other people, right? Forcing things with other people just shows the signs of you are a pick me. You got a pick me type of mentality. You got a pick me type of attitude where, like, if somebody don't want you, now you wanna cry, and whenever they wanna walk out the door, you're gonna grab on their leg and, yeah, wanna stop them from walking away from you. You want them to drag you on the floor while they're grabbing your leg and walking away, and you're crying and all that. That's some sort of like codependent mentality that people suffer from these days, guys. That is just such a wrong thing to be in, guys. I mean, like, that's giving your will away to other people, guys. I mean, like, you are saying to that person, like, yo, I cannot be anything without you. Please don't leave me, and all that, and you be acting like a fool. You know what I mean? I mean, like, God can provide us with a whole lot of things, even relationships, guys. If one didn't work out, yeah, it just didn't. Simply means that probably you guys were not compatible. And, like, yeah, you can pray to God and He can always provide a better relationship for you. The one that you're gonna be loved in, the one that you're gonna feel protected, you know, the one that you're gonna feel provided for by your wife or by your husband, guys, right? Yeah, I mean, like, it's easy for one to give their will away and you ruin what is good, what is good for them, guys. I mean, like, codependency is not cool at all. It starts from when people are kids. They are depending on their parents, guys, right? But there has to come a time where we draw the line and we stop depending on our parents' advices. I mean, like, hey, are we gonna let our parents control us even in our relationships? I don't think so, right? No, we cannot always be broadcasting our relationships to our siblings or our parents, guys. I always tell them, like, yo, I'm gonna go out with my wife and all of that. We're gonna do this and all of that. And why not do we have to do all of that? I mean, like, sometimes when we talk about our trips to other people, like, yeah, you tell them, like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. You give them the whole of your itinerary, and what they do is they will quickly do witchcraft on your trip so you can miss your flight, probably if you wanna go travel by flight, so you can miss the bus if you probably wanna be traveling by a bus, a Greyhound or whatever, Translux, or, like, yeah, so you cannot enjoy your trip at all. You always be having some disappointment in your trip. So, which is why it's important for us to always talk about our trips when we are from our trips, not when we are going there, not when we are there. There's no point on really broadcasting what we are doing in our relationships when we are with our people, because some people don't like it. Some people will be putting on some locations, oh, we are here having fun and all that and whatnot, and it's easy for you to get targeted. It's easy for people to come through to you and like do you whatever they want to do to you. And yeah, because you want to broadcast everything you want to do, what you eating, what you wearing, what color is your panties or your underwears and all of that, whatnot. I mean, like some things are really not important for other people to know, you know? Yeah, so it's important for us to always know what we want in our lives, and yeah, give authority to the right people if you got it, and yeah, protect our will at all costs, you know? I mean, people are weird these days, you know? Things are not the same, guys. A whole lot of people have changed. People have turned to do witchcraft on other people. And yeah, instead of praying to God, they feel that there is spell work for anything and everything, which is why it's easy for them to bait you in an argument. And with when you give them your will, they can manipulate it with spell work. So yeah, you can fumble in life, guys. You know, you can do all these wrong things. You know, I mean, like if they can attack you in a dream state, yeah, it can manifest in your 3D when you're waking up. And you feel like, oh, I had this beautiful dream. I was doing this and that. And when it manifests in a 3D, yeah, that's where you get to have this kiss activated, and yeah, it will be hard for you to break away from it, you know. So whether we are sleeping, we don't have to be agreeing to any contract, whether in our dreams. I mean, like having to be binded by somebody else's contract without having you know that, like, yeah, this person is doing witchcraft on you, without having to know that this person has made a deal about you to a crossroad demon, is really, really horrible thing. Because, you know, well, staying to yourself is the easiest way to go these days. Because having to trust someone, not knowing if they're coming or going, is really, really a hard thing to do in this world. Because, you know, things have changed. Things have changed so bad that a whole lot of people now join a cult, and God does not approve of occults at all, guys, you know, because occults feels like, yeah, they can do whatever they want, and yeah, they can do spell work on people, they can, yeah, unalive people for them to get rich, they do it for the love of money and greed. So it's hard for them to consider somebody else's life, guys. If they've got life to live, if they've got stuff to do, mission to accomplish and all that, for them, it's not about that. For them, it's about being seen as this person who is doing it for themselves, who is, yeah, prosperous and greedy. They don't want to be seen as that at all, guys. But through spell work, that's what exposes them. People exposes themselves with witchcraft, and eventually everybody who does witchcraft, their works will expose them. And repenting after years and years and years of having God to warn them, well, it will just be a waste of time. Because even when you repent and you give your life away to God, you have to pay for all these wrong things you've been doing to other people. You see? Yeah, you have to correct your mistakes. You have to pay for your karma. And yeah, be right by God so you can get your blessings and all that. Well, it's the right thing to do to repent, right? It is. So yeah, keep on putting God first in your life. Immerse yourself in the God's energy. And yeah, He loves you. Peace out, guys. So now let's go. Namaste.